Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be sharing some information about sensory acuity with you. Hi, I'm Dr. Heidi Heron. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii at the moment, and I was walking down the street the other day, just being aware of how little people are actually aware of. And it kind of came to my awareness that one of the things that I'm very appreciative of NLP is sensory acuity skills. Sensory acuity is the ability to understand and know more about what you see and hear. Maybe not know more about, but being aware of more about what you're seeing and hearing and being intuitive about. But more often what you're seeing and what you're hearing. We can be sensory acute about other people. And when we're sensory acute about other people, we can also be sensory acute about ourselves. I'll talk about that in a moment. But when we're sensory acute with other people, we can start to identify those macro and micro aspects of them. Facial expressions, tempo, tonality, arm movement, nonverbal gestures. And this gives us the insight into being able to communicate a little bit more effectively. When we have the ability to understand about sensory acuity and observe the differences that people are doing in the moment, the shift in tempo or volume or silence or breathing, facial gestures, skin tone, muscle tension, arm crossing, that kind of thing. This gives us insight with others to be able to ask better questions or to be observant over time to find meaning. What I'm finding very interesting as I'm just wandering around and being is the lack of sensory acuity so many people have from just stepping in front of people or in front of a bus even, not saying the pleases and thank yous, not noticing that other people kind of exist and are around, and it's interesting to watch. From a coaching perspective, having sensory acuity helps me to be more aware of my clients' actions when what they're saying isn't really aligning with what they're doing, when their nonverbals and their verbals are in misharmony or incongruence. In my own personal life, being able to be sensory acute about myself, but also being able to be sensory acute about others, family, friends, is important because communication is not one way. Communication is the response that you get. And when you can be more aware of when somebody's tempo shifts or when their physicality somehow has been changed, that gives me insight to go, ooh, what just happened? Did what I say go in the wrong way? Did I misunderstand something? Did I interpret something incorrectly, or has somebody interpreted something that I've just said incorrectly? And this can come across through sensory acuity. For me, I think it's important on two aspects. One is that I'm sensory acute to myself so that I know when I'm not jibing with me. If I'm not in congruence with me, if something that I'm doing or saying isn't fitting for where I'm at, then I can do something about that. If I have just misread something and I can tune into the facial expression, the nonverbals of someone, that gives me the ability to ask better questions. I love when I'm around NLPers because generally there's more, and that's NLPers or people that are trained in NLP, because there's generally a better sense of sensory acuity. People are being more attuned to what's not being said in addition to what is being said. And it's nice to be in that kind of harmony in a communication. So many times when I'm working with teams or families, leadership, organizations, there's just a lack of this sensory acuity. And just people in general, I think, have a lack of sensory acuity. So much of the time we're in our own world. Now, that's not to say that I've never cut somebody off or I've not stepped in front of someone, but I hope it's less often than I get stepped in front of, simply because of not being aware of what something's happening around us. This doesn't give us the right to interpret necessarily or go totally on my intuitive sense, because our senses, what we're seeing, what we're hearing, has so much to do with sensory acuity. And the more we can become aware of what's going on, the better we actually can be at communicating. So I invite you, as the weekend progresses or is coming upon us, to be more sensory acute, to listen and see more than what you're normally listening and seeing. Utilize more than just your eyes, use your whole senses. Use more than just your ears, use your whole senses. Notice when something has shifted. Notice the people around you. Utilize peripheral vision so that you can see the people behind you that you might be stepping in front of. Be more courteous and more kind because you can be more aware. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Enjoy whatever season you're in, and I will enjoy my summertime here in Honolulu. It's the ocean for you.